up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the driveway. And let's welcome back in the wife wagon. That's right, guys. We're working back on the old wife wagon. Alright, so if you guys are new to the channel, the wife wagon 3.0 is a 2021 Dodge Durango RT, 5.7 Hemi. You guys know the deal. So what are we doing? You guys seen the title of the video. Let's take a look, let's unbox, and we'll show you what we got going on. Alright, so from the guys over at, that's right, Blastin Bobs, we've got the Resonator Delete kit with the chrome tips. Make it look still factory, but in comparison to the stock size, yeah, we're definitely gonna go up in size. Not used to that kind of size in the diesel world, but I think it'll sound pretty good. The videos I've seen online seem like it's going to sound amazing. What else are we doing? And also from our guys over at BD Power, we've got their TSB 3.0, which was in my 2019. We're going to go ahead and throw it in here just to give the wifey a little bit more pep, and maybe she'll think we did some horsepower mods to this thing. I mean, it'll sound nice, give you a little bit more go-go, and we'll see what happens. All right, so we're going to start out with installing the TSB 3.0 as daylight is starting to get lost here, and I'm not going to have a whole lot of light to really do the resonator kit today. So we'll go ahead and show you the ins and outs. Again, I have a video that I've already done this in before. I'll put a tag right here for you guys to go ahead and look it up. All right, in order to do the install, first and foremost, make sure your infotainment system and everything is shut off. Then you're going to get under here, and you're going to locate this plug right here. That's simple, and we'll take you through the calibration process afterward. All right, so one last time. So this is your connector for the actual TPS, the pedal itself, and this right here will go into the factory OE pedal sensor connector. All right, so once it's installed, it should look pretty much like this, as you can tell here. So you've got the connector with the locking tab going into the throttle position sensor or the accelerator pedal. And then you also have the harness connector going right into the second female connector there. All right, so if you get a new one of these, you're going to actually have to calibrate it by doing a sweep of the throttle pedal. But because this has pretty much been used prior in my previous vehicle, it's already set and ready to rock. But for the most part, you would just turn the vehicle on, not running, but just on, and then you would just simply do a sweep slowly of the throttle. All right, so now to cover basically the modes you have here. So you have the eco mode right here, which is a negative 25% deduction in throttle. Then you go up to like street or highway mode, which is basically going to be your 50% over stock. Then you have 75%. Then you have 100% in race mode. And then if you're really feeling, pretty frisky, you can go into ludicrous mode. All right, so if you hold down the up arrow for roughly about 6 to 8 seconds, you'll get ludicrous mode. You just have to unlock it for the most part. And that is roughly about the install. Just go ahead and cable tie this up somewhere under the dash, and you can run your panel anywhere you'd like. I'm pretty much gonna hide this from my wife. All right, guys, here we are the next day, trying to finish up, that's right, the exhaust on the old wife wagon. So let's go ahead and do the step-by-step on this guy. All right, so as far as tooling, what are you going to need? So basically, you're going to need some PB blaster for the hanger bushings. You're going to need measuring tape to go ahead and measure off where you're cutting, 15 millimeter for the clamp, and whatever device you choose to use to cut the exhaust. In the directions, they say 2 inches prior to the tangent, but it was kind of hard for me to understand that, so literally I just basically put it in place, marked it, lined the hangers up, make my cut a little shorter than my line for where it ends up. I'm not going to do a time lapse, just going to go ahead and get this done, and we'll show you guys the final results. If there's any issues, I'll bring them up in the video. All right, so taking a little break in the action here, wanted to show you guys kind of the differences here, okay? So on the top, obviously, is the Blastin Bobs kit, and on the bottom there's your stock resonator and that little baby tip. But the biggest thing, again, is just want to line up your hangers. Again, this is from one side to the other. Don't want to give you guys a surprise ending yet, but if you cut it a little bit shorter, roughly about 2 inches, everything should line up for you. Just one little piece of advice when doing this, especially on a newer Ram or a newer Durango, you might want to take the spare tire off and all the covers. Alright boys, we're back at it. It is the next day. We lost the light last night. We had no light. If you happen to see it on Instagram, you happen to see at least the, let's say, island. But I had no light last night. There was no point in trying to start last night and show you guys this finished product. So take a look. Now, I probably still got to adjust the tips a little bit, but for the most part, we are good enough right now to go ahead and give you guys a snippet of what it sounds like. And also, I wanted to show you guys one last thing as far as the install goes. All right, so this is where it looks like, obviously with the spare tire removed. You're still using the factory location for the hangers. There's your clamp right there. Again, this is where your cut marks will end up being. There you go. Again, everything routes factory. So let's go ahead and get this thing fired up. Alright guys, does that sound better than factory or what? Because I swear that sounds way better. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the comparison clips there. Alright, so let's go ahead and hit the road and let's see if this thing has any drone to it. I mean, again, there's no resonator back there, so I would assume you'd hear a little something something, so we'll find out. Alright guys, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive around a little bit and let you guys hear what it sounds like at variance throttle. So right now we're at 35 miles an hour and you can hardly hear anything, right? Alright, so we're going to give it a little bit of a rip here and let's see what it sounds like under some decent load. Not bad, not bad. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I know kind of was a lot broken up into a few days there, but with the time given after work and stuff like that, trying to get this done made it next to impossible. But the combination of this exhaust and the BD Power TSB 3.0 throttle sensitivity booster, this is like the best combo you can get. First mods for any Hemi, modern Hemi, get it. Do it. It's totally worth your money. Well, all the links will be in the description below for everything I installed on it. And as always, like, share, subscribe, P-Pump the world. I'll see you guys in the next video.